Cuba faces a dire water crisis as crumbling infrastructure amid sanctions leaves millions without regular access. Patrick Ottman reports from Havana.
Some days in many parts of Cuba, it seems there's water everywhere, but actually inside people's houses. Like the power grid that crashed across the island for more than 3 days earlier this month, the island's aging, poorly maintained water system is also barely functioning. Enough water spills in the street in some places to even wash a car. The day we first visit this hardscrabble neighborhood on the outskirts of Havana, residents tell us they've not had running water in over 2 weeks. Some people like Ani say they walk to areas where water does come in, even if only for a few hours, to carry it back to their homes. We carry water to be able to bathe and cook, she says. I have 4 tanks for water in my house, but there's not even a drop in them. Cuban officials blame U.S. sanctions in part for the failing water system, but acknowledge the crisis has grown to impact nearly 10% of the population. We have around 1,013,000, 1,018,000 people without water, he says, because of the pumps, energy cuts, pipe breakages. The water shortages have led some Cubans to take to the streets and protest, something the government usually does not tolerate. The worsening power situation has a direct impact on the water supply. Many people, if not most people in Cuba, don't get water every day. You might get water for a few hours every other day, every third day. It's what's known as El Día de Agua, water day. But when there's a power cut, you don't get any water that day either. The government says it sends water trucks to help with the problem, but there are not enough to go around. And residents here tell us you have to pay to get one of those trucks to actually come. That's an impossibility for someone like Annie, who says the more frequently the power goes out, the less water she will likely have. She says the country's leaders need to remember how poor people like her here live. The power doesn't go out for them, she says. They need to put themselves in our place. Just down the hill from Annie's house, a small river of drinking water runs in the street where a pipe is broken. She says residents have reported the problem for years to the local government, but no one has ever come to fix it. Patrick Ottman, CNN Havana.